Well, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a progress update on what's been going on the layout. Not too much change here on this peninsula. I've glued down the layers that make up the mountain. That's about it. So it's more or less permanent now. Coming around the other side, I haven't done anything in the yard either. I've been mostly working on this winter on establishing the topography for the main part of the layout and laying the road bed. So anyway, here is the yard, and there's the main line coming out of the tunnel, and you can see that it has road bed there. It comes behind the yard, and then I put in a little plateau there, which will probably round off to a hill. And I put in a little siding behind the yard going into some industries. I thought that would make a little bit of an interesting addition. And as you know, there are two main lines, the near one and then the far one, which is climbing up a little higher. There's going to be another higher yet one that'll be a branch line going up to what over there in the back is a coal mine. Right now I have some track just stacked there temporarily. But anyway, so the two main lines, the one coming and the one going, come along here, and I've been busy laying road bed, and then I've decided to paint the road bed. I think it looks better, since it may not be finished for maybe even a period of years. So moving along, come to the river area. I'm going to have to figure out how to put in temporary bridges until I manage to make permanent bridges, both over the river and over the canyon. As you can see, after it crosses the river, it kind of goes into a canyon there. I'll get around and see if you can kind of see the entrance of the canyon. Right now everything is just blocked up. I haven't actually rounded any of the scenery off or anything at all, really. But the canyon goes down for about 8 feet. So the trains will kind of semi-disappear when they're in the canyon. And then the other main line goes up and over the canyon. And as I said, we'll need to figure out how to put in temporary bridges and permanent bridges here too. Have another siding on top of this hill. I'm not sure what I'll put there yet, but going to have something. So this is the upper level main line. The lower level main line is going down through the canyon. As you can see, there's two tracks. There'll be a passing siding, and I'll show you in the canyon here. You can see in the canyon there are also two tracks, and there will be a passing siding in the canyon too, which I think might be interesting. There'll be an upper level here too, running along the top, and ultimately I have stuff stacked there, but you can see it'll be going into a tunnel underneath the big mountain. So the lower main line, the upper main line is there, and it goes kind of down on a ramp and then off toward the other end of the layout. And the lower one comes out of the canyon here, and it'll go on down to the other end of the layout, or it will loop around in what I'm calling the Center City Loop. This area that I'm looking at now is Center City. I have not finished this track roadbed yet, and I probably will not for a while, pending some decisions and so on, and getting some other roadbed. I'm currently out of roadbed, almost out of roadbed. So the main lines come over the canyon and out through the canyon. They come down here along the front of the mountain and around the base of the mountain, the Center City Loop, and they come down. Remember, one's coming and one's going, and they come along here and they get to the end of the layout, and they will both disappear into tunnels One thing I have to decide is what to do with the area where that paint can is now sitting. And that's something I want to discuss in the next week or so I can decide what to do. But I have taken the main line into the other room. I've cut holes through the wall, and it's all ready to lay track in the other room, and I'm going to show you what that looks like now. I'm going to go into the other room and we'll see where these tunnels come out. So going through the door, and this is the storage closet in the back side of the basement. This will be my yard area, staging yard, where I'll prepare trains to go out. And there's the one tunnel, and there's the other tunnel. So basically I will have one thing I intend to do is have a loop from one tunnel over to the other tunnel, so the trains can just make a loop, a big loop around the layout. Other trains can come in either one tunnel or the other tunnel and come around over here and end their journey in the staging yard. And also other trains will be prepared to go out onto the layout from here. So that is basically what I've been up to, and it's taken me most of the winter to cut, stack, glue together the various blocks of topography. You notice I haven't finished anything, it's just blocks of foam. I figure I'll finish it a little later on. But I have got the roadbed down. I hope to have track down fairly soon. I need to make a few more decisions about what to do in a couple of areas. And then we can drop wires and hook up a DCC bus, and actually maybe I can be running some DCC trains pretty soon. And that's where I'm at right now. Fair amount of progress, but it sure does go slow.